Hey guys, since you guys liked the video I posted of a tiger shark eating an already dead wild boar, I wanted to show you some more of that encounter with more information. It's definitely worth watching this entire video to get as much information about this as possible, and stick around till the end to get to see the crazy action. In Hawaii, especially where I live on Big Island, it's possible to see land animals deceased out at sea. This typically happens around periods of heavy rainfall, which can cause flooding. Flash flooding creates rapid water movement that can sweep these animals out to sea. If you've ever been to Kona, you may have seen that we have a lot of wild goats and wild boar, as well as some other land animals. When these animals end up out at sea, they are very often already dead. Tiger sharks, being the type of shark that likes things that are easy prey, already dead, even already rotting, this is the perfect free, easy meal for a tiger shark. People think I'm literally crazy when I tell them that tiger sharks are actually one of the most shy and cautious species of shark. But I hope this video can actually prove that. This boar is already dead. It's a free, easy meal. But have you noticed how many times the tiger shark has been circling the animal without going in for a bite? And it will continue to do so for quite some time. But don't worry, the action is coming. You just need to be patient. Sharks live out there in the wild in a very raw environment. So yes, they need to eat, but they also want to do everything possible to not injure themselves. If they get hurt, there is no such thing as the shark doctor who can help them. So this shark is very cautiously circling this dead boar to see if it in fact is a very free, easy meal, or if there's some way it could get injured from attacking it. Sharks can be extremely calculated in their decisions. Sharks obviously get a bad reputation because on occasion there are negative encounters between sharks and humans. Those instances are extremely rare and, of course, extremely tragic. They typically happen when a shark is mistaking us as their food source, so we call this mistaken identity. Oftentimes, swimmers or surfers will be mistaken as a dead seal or turtle just kind of sitting there at the surface. But it takes a lot for a shark to actually go in for a bite, like it does with this dead boar. Finally, here comes the first bite that we were able to record. And you'll see it thrashing around with the boar that is already dead in its mouth. I always love getting to witness their power. Is something really spectacular. Tiger sharks in particular would be best at cutting through any hard bones or tusks that the boar may have. They have these perfectly serrated and shaped teeth that are meant for cutting through the hard stuff. In fact, their teeth are specifically shaped for cutting through turtle shells. And you can imagine how hard and tough those turtle shells would be. So now you've seen the shark get a first bite, and you'll notice it continues to circle for quite some time. So it is still acting extremely cautiously despite having taken that bite and gotten sort of a reward. So I'm just gonna speed this up to 2 times speed to show you how much more this tiger shark circles this dead boar after even getting a bite. So sometimes we call the first initial bite a test bite. It allows the shark to see if that really was its food or not. Many times, if that's humans and seeing how the human reacts and tastes, the shark will continue on and leave the situation. But in this case, the boar is still just floating there, still dead, bleeding out, no movement. So the shark continues to be interested in it. But being that cautious animal that they are, this tiger shark continues to circle many more times before going in for a bite. I decided to just cut to the action so you guys get to see the crazy parts of the video. Here, the tiger shark finally latches on really well to the dead boar. It latches onto its head actually and starts thrashing back and forth. Finally, it rips the head off the dead boar. Now, if you guys know me, you know I love tiger sharks and swim with them all the time. So you might be asking why I'm not in the water filming this. Well, they can be so shy and cautious that me being in the water while this is going on can sometimes deter the shark from actually eating its full meal. The shark could look at me as an equal apex predator since I know how to behave around them and not go in to eat the wild boar. So I don't want to intervene with a tiger shark and its meal if I think it could prevent it from getting its meal. What a lot of people don't realize about predators is that they need to eat too. And predators actually work extremely hard for their food. Being at the top of the food chain is not always easy. They don't always have an abundance of prey, and it just can be challenging for them to find and successfully get food. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this tiger shark have his free, easy meal. And I'm not exactly sure if it was a male or a female, but out in the deeper water, it's typically the males. Here's the third and I believe the final bite that we capture. You can see it got another pretty good chunk. And at this point, all of the insides of the boar are hanging out. And you can actually see the blood, the discoloration in the water. Sharks have an excellent sense of smell, so the tiger is very aware that there is blood in the water. Sharks can smell 1 drop of blood in the amount of water of an Olympic-sized swimming pool. But even though the tiger shark is smelling all of this blood, you can see begin circling again, making sure that the coast is clear for it to go in for some more food. I hope this video was educational for you guys and maybe made you look at sharks in a little bit different light. Next time somebody tells you sharks are mindless eating machines, you can tell them they're more cautious than they may think.